Guys, on to our next topic. Let's talk about Zuchu, honey. So more videos are coming forward. As you can see how Zuchu dined with Tanasha, the son, and Esma Platinums. We're going to talk about that because there's some people who feel like there shouldn't be some sort of closeness between Zuchu and Tanasha or Zari and Zuchu because it's giving weird, according to them, okay? But I'll give you my opinion later on because they believe that there's no way a wife should be that close with a baby mama, honey. Anyway, so you all know that yesterday there were these clips making around social media. Tanasha at Nandi's pajama night. I think she's doing this to promote her new music. Tanasha was there, and she was also seen with the likes of Faima. Remember, Faima and Tanasha being friends. They used to be close during when Tanasha was dating Diamond Platinums, and Nandi was also friendly to Tanasha. So I think they're just catching up, because usually when Tanasha is in TZ, she barely go out. She'll be there like a week and then she's gone. And this time around, we are seeing that, she's just catching up. But of course, there were people who are talking on social media, trying to say that Zuchu should feel threatened, that the hot baby mama is in town. And I'm like, you guys need to cut it out. Tanasha is good where she is. Zuchu is good. That's why she's welcoming Tanasha in her house. Because I don't think Tanasha went there out of nowhere, like out of blues, like she's going now. I believe there were some conversations prior to us seeing this moment. Do I believe it's their first time meeting? Probably yes, probably no, because Tanasha been in TZ a lot of times, but this is the most openly we've seen them. Of course, I also understand some people's fear based off of who Diamond is around women, right? We already know Diamond is a piece of trash. So if anything was to happen, to be honest, it will be Tanasha that I will give a side eye because I'll be like, girl, like, we've given you all this grace for what? But I don't think Tanasha is capable of doing that. But anywho, it is what it is. Like somebody that once you say that never be too trusting of people who have seen each other naked multiple times. Of course, bring us to our next topic. So Mkamiti Gogo did her own commentary on her Instagram of where she was talking about, her thoughts on Tanasha being in TZ. While it was Zari's time, I remember her congratulating Zari, saying that it's a good move. It shows that, there's nothing really going on between Diamond and Zari. But with Tanasha, she had a different opinion. Let me play you the clip.
The actual fuck is going on here? My good lord. Let me even being really honest. This is that kind of mess, that kind of woke mess that I will not wish even on my worst enemy. These women who gave birth, with Diamond Platinums previously, they're just mere baby mamas, but they're out here acting like.
I told y'all I was not playing with y'all. Y'all don't listen though. I told y'all I was not playing with y'all. Y'all don't listen though. Missy gang on the tube, huh? Hoes watching they moves, huh? I said it's messy. Queen of the gossip.
Lord of mercy. Oh my God. The level of disrespect, honey. Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to say about this? Like, at the end of the day, everybody have their own opinion. Okay, the people who feel like, they shouldn't be friendly to each other because according to them, they see it like it's fake. It's all for pretense. It's all for camera behind the scenes. It's not really like that. But deep down, for people who came from blended families, right? We are seeing all the time of where, blended families of where, the baby mama and the wife, of the guy who married his baby dad. Like, we see happy blended families all the time. So I don't think there's anything to it. Maybe this might look weird because to some, because all of them are happy for each other. Yeah, so that's why probably Kabrichi Gogo might say that, I don't, it's weird. They're not related. They shouldn't be that friendly. They're children, yeah, absolutely, yeah, but them, no. Here is where he got me. Because let me tell you something, deep down, not only commentators, but also bloggers, deep down, they have people that they will always give good reviews, even if they've done it wrong. Like, even if, they are wrong, they will always find an excuse for these people. And I can't blame them. I do have my faves too. I do have people that I can't drag even if they are wrong, right? So let's listen to Mkabrichi Gogo's fave, okay?
We gotta give it up to Hamisa Mobito because she just escaped this weird matrix. Miss me with that bullshit. If you're woke, miss me. If you're not petty, miss me.
Cool, ma'am. Let me get my lick back. Did she escape from Matrix or Matrix vomit her out? Let's just get those two correct, okay? She did not walk out from the Matrix. The Matrix removed her out of the system. Because the last time we remember Miss Mamas was in there for 10 years, silented. Like, she was kept quiet for 10 years. So for you to sit there and say that Hamisa is not in the situation because she escaped, meaning she was there. And escaping, I think, is a little bit exaggerated. It should be she was brought out. Because to escape, it means that the person that you escaped from, the system will still want you back, and they will not do things to make you continue staying away from them. Well, that is Diamond Platnumz's family, but Hamisa told us that Diamond low-key want her to go together to go do the DNA test. But that is the side of Hamisa Mobito's story. But Diamond also have his own story. Like I always say, there's always 3 sides to the story, right? Read you some of the comments. This person say, this girl Zuchu is very luckiest woman. Imagine all her co-wives loves her. And somebody commented on the comment saying, and replied to the person saying, and we were born yesterday. People are so gullible and believe fake social media. So as you can see, a lot of people who are actually coming against it, it's either they're saying it's fake, they don't want to see it, or they're not in the matrix, okay? And they're hating what they see. Again, I repeat, they're not in the matrix, or rather they escaped the matrix, and they want somewhat to be part of that, because if they were not really bothered, I don't see why they're going in commenting negative things about the so-called matrix in quotes. Another person said, a point of correction, Hamisa did not escape. Her kid was denied. Had the kid been accepted, she would have been part of the matrix. Absolutely, yes. Because when Hamisa and Tanasha were becoming close, at some point, there were some talks that they might use NJ's DNA to prove that Hamisa Mobito's son belonged to Diamond, right? So personally, in as much as I don't give 2 F's what anybody think, at the end of the day, this is my opinion, just like it's Kabrichi Gogo's opinion. She felt the way she felt about Zari, about Tanasha, about Zuchu, about Hamisa, and I feel the same way, okay, as this lady is saying that she did not escape if her and Diamond, because remember, they continued being cool after she gave birth. They worked together. Hamisa did a couple of interviews with Wasafi. So meaning, if Diamond did not start switching up on Miss Mamas when it comes to the DNA of the child, Hamisa could have still been kumbaya, the matrix in quotes. Okay? Another person said that surely it doesn't make sense. They're all acting like they're worshipping that man. Okay. Mind you, Zari lived thousands and thousands miles away. Tanasha is not in Tanzania. Zuchu is the one who is supposed to be cooking for these babies. At some point, Diamond do travel sometime. Anyway, another person said, I was like, the hell? Why make the nigga feel like he is the prize? Pick Misha Pro Max. As you can see, they're all talking about them being in that way to please Diamond. Mind you, Zari is a married woman. Another person said, of course, haters like you can't see anything positive in this. These women have kids who are siblings, and it's nice to correct well. When your mind is addicted to drama, even peace looks suspicious. Some people are so committed to finding beef that they become uncomfortable when women actually choose peace, respect, and maturity. They get angry because Healthy didn't follow the script they wrote in their head. Eti, we got to give it up for who? Taarifa yako hapo nyuma, Hamisa alikuwa karibu na Tanasha mpaka walikutana na kujirekod mavideo, but DNA ya mtoto wake iligonga, akakataliwa na Watandale, ikaishia hapo na hawakuonekana pamoja tena. Kama sio DNA angekuwa hapo 100%. Hakuna cha miss me with that BS wahala. Nini? Chineke. Some people can text though. Another person said, come on, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. The common enemy is Diamond. This is mature parenting with hate and feelings aside. I love this for them. The mistake of the parents shouldn't affect the children. Baby mamas and fathers can be cordial. Don't you see Zari call Zuchu as well? Don't you see Zari and Tifa inviting Nasib and Tanasha to Tifa's birthday? Hamisa probably isn't part of the equation because of the bad blood with the family, but I hope that change one day. In my opinion, you think Hamisa, if indeed the family had accepted her and there's this kumbaya going on, mind you, Zari and Hamisa were not enemies in the beginning. What happened with Diamond is what makes them enemies. Tanasha and Hamisa at some point were cool. So you mean to tell me they will having this kumbaya moment and Hamisa not joining in? Okay, this will be the last one. It takes maturity and emotional intelligence to understand that a relationship with a man may not work out, yet two women can still choose to live amicably and create a healthy environment where the children have the freedom to love, know, and enjoy their father. But I suppose that kind of thinking is difficult to fathom when entitlement, maturity, and toxicity are the driving conversation. I don't think it's weird. The children are now siblings. They are making good cause. They're children. It's totally okay. They are acting like co-wives. There is nothing wrong with getting along. Tanasha na akili zake angeonekana kama amekasirika asipoenda. Okay. This person is trying to say something that I actually have been on my mind, right? If Tanasha could have been in TZ and go home, Zari said, when Zari told Tanasha, when Zari told Zuchu, congratulations, of course, everybody was looking at Tanasha. Is Tanasha going to do it? Is she not going to do it? And if Tanasha could have gone back to Kenya, people could have said, she's still in love with Diamond. She can't stand Zuchu because Zuchu is the wife. And now that she's going to do it, now again is the problem. Because I remember the last time Tanasha was there was this conversation, why can't Tanasha and Zuchu be in the same spaces? Even though Zuchu is the one who is taking care of Tanasha's child, wherever Tanasha's child is in TZ. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. Anyway, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this down in the comment section. Give me your honest opinion. Okay? Do y'all think that it's weird that the baby mamas are getting along? Or we are too much addicted into drama that every time we see something, we're always suspicious. It can't be that good. Nah, there's something. There must be a backup story. There must be a cloud cooking. There must be something coming up. No, it can never be that good. You're forgetting that these women just want what's best for their children, just like you. Who's listening to me, you'll want what's best for your child's mental health and growth. Anyway, that's just about it on this video. Keep it classy. Stay and see you on my next one. Ciao, ciao.